Yo guys, welcome to stream. It's your boy FPL Josh. Welcome everybody. Open a new tab. We will open our Windows tab in a sec to show you boys what we're currently doing. Just give us one sec. Let's just open Google back up quickly and we'll open the tab up. But how are you boys going today? How is everyone's day going? We're gonna get the tab up quickly and we will get the fantasy up. Show you boys kind of what we're doing today. We had took a small red arrow, not a lot though. Took like we should have been on a 1.4 mil, but then Kane scored. So we've took a minor red arrow from about 1.5 to 1.8. It's minor. Obviously, the Foden to Trossard move, Trossard scored, which kind of bit me in the arse. Forest won weren't expected. Salah blanked, wasn't expected. Raya, obviously, Villa come out guns and blazing with that new manager. You know, there's been a lot of annoying moves this week for FPL. It's just been a bit of a cock up this week, if you ask me. So it's like one of those annoying weeks where you can't really do much because everyone's just freaking blanking. It's a case of Salah possibly out in the after next week. It's just a very hard decision to make right now. If we bring Salah out or not. Obviously with the situation we're in. Damn, people are having bad weeks this week. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't say 54 is a bad week though. Like if Madison's rewarded you for holding him. That was blank, man. He's blank. Jay-Z's blanked. He's just weren't expected. Ward's popped. Wasn't expected. I was expecting Pope to play better, to be fairness. Kane's scoring's ripped a lot of ranks. I feel like probably you should have played a lot with a Gay, but it's just been one of those unethical weeks. It's been one of those unethical weeks today. This is going a bit annoying. We will show you my little move, guys, I've made in a second, boys, by the way. Just gonna check something. Let's see what this is. Not bad, boys. Not bad. Not bad right now. Not bad right now. Check some guys one sec. That weren't bad, you know. Hold on, guys. I want to check some quickly. Where we go live. Damn the sword, you know. But anyway, boys, let's pull up our transfer plans. I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting. So, currently we are 699 points, 1.8 mil, and total game week points this week was 47. Obviously, we've had a stinker because Andreas has bagged 10 off my bench, which he was going to be starting over Zaha, and I didn't start him, obviously, hence why I'm annoyed. Really annoyed to the fact where, obviously, I've gone a little bit more behind on a lot of things, but the only thing I've really kind of folded this week was this. Obviously, the only problem I've got is there's going to be another 10 points coming off the bench for Darwin Núñez. That's going to be annoying. Meaning that's going to be a 68-point gap and a 25-point gap at the minute. It's a bit annoying. 25 points roughly between me and the top 1 mil. So I can make that up in a week. Me and my brother's probably looking at top, yeah, 263,132 overall rank. Without the other 10 points coming in. So he's had a really good start to the season. Which is a bit annoying. I've not done horrible, but I've not done great. And there's a bit of a fight for positions in the league now. Everyone's starting to creep up and it's becoming very exciting. 60-point week was just amazing. If I would have had a 60-point week, I would have been buzzed. Like, playing Andreas, and I would have had a green arrow if I would have played Andreas. It was just bad on my hearth. This week, we've used a free transfer to go from De Silva to Almiron. By the way, we did this before the Newcastle game. We just did this before the Newcastle game. I thought you're probably going to do something in that Newcastle Spurs game, and I reckon he'll do something against Villa, so I just brought him in. I've got Andreas on the bench, Saliba on the bench, and Guy on the bench. The reason I've got Saliba on the bench, how Arsenal looked yesterday with their form, I feel like Forest have a good chance of scoring against them. I think. And I think it could be a 0-0, obviously, but I just feel like Trippier should get a clean sheet against Villa, Cancelo against Leicester, Gomez against Leeds. And if Gomez don't play, then Andreas will come on if Gomez is benched that game. So it's not like it's really bad. Actually, no, Gomez won't come on. Andreas won't come on. Saliba will come on anyway, so might have to switch that around actually, so guys, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit annoying. But yeah, it's been one of those weeks, I suppose. What I really need is Mitrovic to haul. Problem is, I'm worried Andreas going to get assists. It's just, who can I really bench for Andreas? I'm not going to go and bench Salah or something, so I've kind of got to suck it up if Andreas pops. I just feel like Almiron will do better that week. It's just very hard to judge. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I guess we'll drop to the bench soon enough. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a interesting look at this and an interesting team this week. I'm happy I didn't captain Salah against Forest like I was gonna. I just feel like I want to give Salah another week against Leeds and Gomez. I just feel like dropping them would be too soon. I feel like people getting out Zaha is a bit of a daft move. I know I've had steak for the Foden move, but I mean, end of the day, he will play against Leicester and he'll bag, and it's a long-term move, not a short-term move. He could have popped this week, and unluckily he didn't. But I just feel like Leicester and City, it's a no-brainer. City's going to win like 4-5-0 again. I know Leicester picked up, but just the skill set between City and Leicester is ridiculous. I feel like Haaland should have had a hat-trick last week. And I feel like Foden should have had an assist too. I just feel like it was an unlucky. Foden hit it into Haaland, Haaland hit the post, you know. It's one of them. Can't do a lot about it. It's a bit annoying, but it's one of them. There's not enough you can do about it. I am going to be back in one sec, guys. One sec. Alright, back, guys. Let's see what we can do. What we can do with this right now. What up, guys? Let's see what we can do with this right now. Honestly, today's been quiet, man. We've got Fabio's missing because he's away. Daniel's missing because he's doing something. Tony's missing because he's got football today. Damn, we got like 4 people missing who's normally in it. That's sad. Oh, man, this week's been like a shithole week. We go back to the points, man. Honestly, going from a massive green arrow dub, you know, to this is a bit annoying. Benching Andreas for Zaha was the worst decision I ever made this week. I was going to play Andreas over Zaha without fixtures and I benched him. One of the worst decisions I've made this year, I say. On my half. I benched Sanchez. Ray always gets more points somehow. And he conceded like a ton of goals. He conceded 4 and still comes away. And this is why I love him. Like, if you look, conceded what? 4 goals. But still come away with 7 saves. It's just mad. He deserves bonus points for me. Tony Blank, it's good job he didn't get a yellow. Saliba didn't get a yellow, good job. I was really expecting a clean sheet from Saliba. So that has kind of messed up a lot of my points this week. Not getting a clean sheet. And same with Gomez. There's like 12 points I should have had. Salah should have really got a return that game. I'm surprised Brentford lost to Villa. Villa come out firing. That screwed a lot of things up. Foden didn't start. Again, screwed a lot of things up because I got rid of Trossard for Foden and Trossard backed. It's just been one of those weeks, I'd say. I did bring, before the Spurs game and the Newcastle game, I did transfer Ed De Silva for Almiron for a free transfer because I did have 2.1 spare. And if I go to my transfers now, I've only got 1.1. Well, this is like what the team's looking like. It's quite good for me because I feel like I've got a lot of good bench cover. I've got Saliba, Guy, Andreas, Sanchez, Gomez, Cancelo. You know, I've got a lot of good bench cover and a lot of good players at the same time. I've essentially got a KDB and a Salah. Foden's essentially just as good as Kevin De Bruyne. So I've essentially got a KDB and a Salah. In my personal opinion. We go to... Damn, that's mad. Well, that's mad. Darwin Núñez might be out for good for the next couple of weeks. What's Núñez? Still saying him. I want him to play, and I want him to blank. I kind of want to happen. I kind of want him to... This is an annoying thing, like... He's going to get 64 freaking points. Just because Andreas is going to come on for Darwin. He's got like 25, 27 points on his bench, but now it'll be 17 because of Darwin blanked. But Darwin would have had a 1-pointer. My week wouldn't have looked as bad. I was expecting Leicester to concede. But I feel like he's going to have 3 Newcastle assets next week. He's going to be able to play 3 Newcastle players against Villa. But I feel like Villa could easily score and wreck 3 clean sheets up. I feel like Wolves will concede. I wouldn't be surprised if Forest concede. Cancelo should be fine. Andreas will probably play. I feel like Martinelli blanks. And I feel like De Bruyne could blank. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, but he has been pretty consistent. 6, 14, 5, blank, blank. 7, 10, 8, 6, 2. Blank there and a 9. He has been quite consistent. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Picked up 9 assists and 2 goals in 11 games. So he's, well, 14 games, but it's not like 11. He's been pretty consistent. What the 2020 season, goals 15, assists 8. That's what I'm saying. He's already on to beat last year. I reckon he'll get more than 15 goals and more than that assists this year. I feel like he's good. But I've got Foden. But I feel like I might go and take a hit and go Cancelo down to someone and Salah into De Bruyne in the next couple of weeks. Maybe for a hit. Just so I've got Foden and De Bruyne as well as Haaland. I feel like Cancelo does make up for De Bruyne though. I just feel like having Salah's a bit of a pee taker. It's been not a great week, fairness. It's been a bit of a shite week. We'll take it on the chin though, it's one of them. We are going to run the stream here, boys, so I hope you boys enjoyed. We talked about a team, talked about best transfers, and my recommended transfers will be Almiron, Tony. Almiron and Tony I'd get in for the next couple of weeks. I'd also be looking at bringing in Foden, definitely. Saka I'd stay away from. Zaha I think is still a must at this point. And same with Trippier. And if you do want to just bring cheap midfielders in, I recommend Almiron, Eze, and Iwobi. If you really want a good differential to bring yourself back up in the leagues, then I recommend Iwobi. But thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you boys in a bit. Peace, love, bye. This has been FPL Job.